so decadent in our political elite, they don't care about reactors leaking. You know, you can look up the studies. Over 90% of reactors worldwide are leaking. Leaking bad. And they don't care. So coming up in the next segment, we've got a report talking to people on the street about this and bringing up these news articles to people to try to draw attention to this. You know, earlier this year, I sent Jakari Jackson and some reporters out to, I guess, who else we sent it? Don Salazar and others out there to go with Geiger counters and field meters, 3 different brand new calibrated units, and to get levels in some cases 15 times safe levels, all up and down California from northern to southern. And they're out there again getting readings. And again, it isn't even about the radiation. It's about an elite that don't care. See, they don't care about starting a nuclear war with Russia. And that's where all these top analysts say this could go. If we're not worried about this, it could end up happening. This is the type of attitude that ends up getting us all dead, dead, dead. We'll be back.
Open your eyes. It's time to give your eyes a powerful nutritional boost. Sight is the primary input to the brain, arguably making eyesight the most important sense we have. And just like the other important organs in our bodies, our eyes function at peak levels when they are fed the proper amounts of essential nutrition. Open your eyes. Combining key ingredients like vitamin A, zinc, lutein, proprietary saffron bulb extracts, and more, OcuPower by InfoWars Life is a new formulation specifically designed to nutritionally assist the natural function of healthy eyes. Optimize the natural power of your eyes with the latest addition to the super high-quality InfoWars Life formulations, OcuPower. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to order OcuPower or call 1-888-253-3139. OcuPower. Open your eyes.
I began to get into iodine a few years ago because it was helping me and my family so much get healthy and detoxify. Most people know that iodine deficiency has been a crisis around the world. Iodine is key to so many of the body's functions, especially the thyroid. I discovered a product being developed by Dr. Group. You now know it as Survival Shield True Nascent Iodine that your body can really absorb. Then, about a year ago, he said, listen, if you think this is powerful, I'm going to come out with rare earth, deep earth crystals. And the results that I personally have had have been life-changing. Nobody else has got iodine based on these pure crystals, ladies and gentlemen. This is innovating, and the best part is it helps fund Infowars.com, the radio show, the TV show, the whole media operation promoting true libertarian ideas. For a limited time, experience the ancient power of Survival Shield X2. Take advantage of this unprecedented 30% off super detox special at InfoWarsLife.com.
This is Scottish John for Infowars.com. I know that most of you here in this commercial already know about the New World Order, eugenics, and all the other issues covered here at Infowars. The question is, do your friends and family know? If not, then I want to know why. Oh, I know it's tough to talk about this with some people. They might call you names, or they just want to talk about sports or soap operas. I say, so what? There's a battle going on out there right now. The ammunition is information, and the soldiers are you. It's time to transform your game from passive listener to active participant. We from Scotland have had our skin in this game for the greater part of the last 1,000 years, and I'm still fighting. If we don't all stand up right now, we're going to lose everything. The InfoWar is worldwide. Tell your friends about InfoWars and let them know that InfoWars doesn't print bull. It's real journalism and news backed up by documented fact. Step up and take your friends and family to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv, and PlanetInfowars.com. The truth will set them free.
After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality.
Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Live from Austin, Texas, broadcasting worldwide, it's Alex Jones.
Don't tread on me. Love it or leave it. What do you do when there's a global government run by the UN and private interest, and they won't let you leave because it's a planetary regime, a prison planet? We're going to go to these reports with Leanne McAdoo and John Bound here in just a moment, then come back with Paul Joseph Watson and the top 20 conspiracy theories that turned out to be true. And it's all bibliographed and documented, mainstream sources and government sources at Infowars.com right now. These articles are from Thursday and Friday, but I want to go over them with Paul Watson. Those are linked up there. Please spread the word about the broadcast to friends and family. That's how we reach 20 million people a week on average. It's a very conservative number. More like 20 million a week on YouTube alone. But we know on AM and FM stations it's more than 10 million a week, and then internet's more than 10 million, 600,000 a day on the podcast. That's a conservative number. And I'm not bragging, I'm giving you the good news. That liberty is popular, that liberty is cool, and we're reaching more people. We could legalize freedom, like Ron Paul said. Just keep telling friends and family, your email list, your Facebook, your Twitter, about Infowars.com, and these groundbreaking, incredibly important reports. We can draw attention to this. Just like we did earlier in the year, we went out, showed the higher radiation levels. It made the Navy come out. They admitted it, drew attention. Now there's city investigations and more all up and down the West Coast, not just California. And we were in the newspapers. The San Francisco Chronicle, San Jose Mercury News, they all said because Infowars.com did these reports. Well, we're back out in California right now, drawing attention. You can do that as well.
Michael Peck released a report to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission in 2013, and according to that report, there are 3 fault lines nearby this power plant that would cause enough motion that it would bypass this particular plant's shutdown safety precautions. That means something very similar to what happened in Fukushima. Everyone thought that that plant was very well constructed, could withstand large tsunamis, but again, that was not the fact. Experts would have us just bury our heads in the sand, but some are already preparing for the inevitability of America's Fukushima.
If Diablo blows, nobody's staying around to use it. I've actually got backpacks in my car, you know, for heading out. Preparedness, I think, is very important.
Yeah.
But the whole idea that they're going to sound the sirens and we're all going to head north, it just won't work.
Yeah.
Northeast. So yeah. I wish it wasn't there. But it is, and maybe they'll deactivate it, and that would be fine with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I think it's great how the citizens on our own can be prepared, yet, you know, we're asking our government basically to take care of us, and they're, you know, telling us to look the other way. Yeah. And how can you do that when all of this is at risk?
Well, it always comes in the limelight once there's an earthquake. So this Napa earthquake has made everybody kind of think about it again. You know, that a good earthquake would cause the plant to blow. And would want to get out of here.
When you look around and you see all of this beauty, all these families, all these people, how does that make you feel knowing that they're okay with a potential Fukushima situation here in America?
We know we couldn't all get out. You know, they say head north, head east, northeast once the plant warns us. But you know that you couldn't do that. The freeway would be jammed. That's why, you know we could go across the Santa Maria River bed and head south. I raised 7 children in this town, and I taught them all to run home no matter what their school told them, because we were going to hop in the car and get out somehow. They weren't going to wait for school buses. But yeah, it's a big problem. They say we provide 20% of California's power at that plant. But I think they named it Diablo for a reason.
Should this plant be shut down until they can prove that it's not going to annihilate this entire town, if not the entire state of California? Reporting for Infowars.com, I'm Leanne McAdoo. nuclear core reactors that are just right over in that canyon are some of the most dangerous in this country. They're right on a whole bunch of fault lines, and an inspector that works there is trying to get it shut down because he said at any minute it could be Fukushima here in America.
Wow, that's outstanding. If I had known this, I would have never come here to take a swim.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
No, that's great.
Worthless.
No, that's perfect, because that's what I think.
When did they realize of this fact?
Well, the gentleman has been working for the last 5 years. He's been an inspector there, and he had a report come out in 2012 that just basically spelled all of this out. But they're hiding this report kind of and saying, oh, it's fine, we've checked it all out. And he's saying it's not fine, it's built on sand. It will move when an earthquake comes. And just because America does that, they're like, it's fine.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Can you imagine this beautiful place being covered in plumes of death?
Actually, I could be very disappointed because there's so many animals, you know, and this is surrounded by nature, and the atmosphere is great in here. Actually, we came for surfing, and it could be very dangerous issue for all the people that live here in the coast and all the ecosystem.
Yeah,
around
they already had to shut it down 2 years ago because it had a leak here.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so happy swimming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Too.
Okay, so if California's Fukushima goes off, if Diablo Canyon erupts, it's not necessarily going to kill everyone, but it's definitely going to give people tumors and cancers and kill everybody's food for a long while.
You've been saying that the big earthquake is what you're talking about, aren't you? What they say that is going to happen is it's going to destroy all of California, bring everything down, so therefore it would kill everybody, most likely. And if everything does happen like that, that'll explode, and every other power plant in California will explode.
So it's going to have a chain reaction.
Probably.
So then wouldn't you say that it might be best to shut it down, or do you think that's shutting it down wouldn't be a reasonable thing, considering that?
There's no power for people who need that power. I mean, what would happen? What would they have to do to make it so that everyone else has power? They get power from that plant over there.
I would love to get into the debate about alternative energy, because I just wish they would do it, but they can't, because it's like 25% of the state's power coming from there.
And they can't get that much energy out of the ocean.
Why?
Because they'd have to tear out the beach. They'd have to put mills to get the ocean water to make them spin. And they can't, and then there would be no beach here, so this wouldn't be a place to go.
So then they just build it right next to the beach and hope for the best.
They can't do that. To get 25% of the state's power, they would have to take out this whole beach, and probably 3 or 4 more. I think the oil's worse, though.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't have this here, though, do they?
Oh, they're fracking out there.
Huh?
They're fracking.
What's that mean?
They're like splintering the surface of the earth, fracturing it, and sucking out all the minerals by pumping it.
But there aren't any out
filled with. Well, you can't see them.
Usually you can.
Yeah.
If you go down to LA, you see them. You look out there and you see these big, giant buildings.
Again, groundbreaking reports. Great job, Leanne McAdoo and John Bound, and great job with the Sunday crew in here working hard. We'll be right back with Paul Joseph Watson from London. I began to get into iodine a few years ago because it was helping me and my family so much get healthy and detoxify. Most people know that iodine deficiency has been a crisis around the world. Iodine is key to so many of the body's functions, especially the thyroid. I discovered a product being developed by Dr. Group. You now know it as Survival Shield, true nascent iodine that your body can really absorb. Then, about a year ago, he said, listen, if you think this is powerful, I'm going to come out with rare earth, deep earth crystals. And the results that I personally have had have been life-changing. Nobody else has got iodine based on these pure crystals, ladies and gentlemen. This is innovating, and the best part is it helps fund Infowars.com, the radio show, the TV show, the whole media operation promoting true libertarian ideas. For a limited time, experience the ancient power of Survival Shield X2. Take